Hello mouses! We didn't have a video yesterday, I was hoping to do one, but unfortunately I had to go to the dentist for some work on an old filling and had to have anaesthetic. It didn't wear off for hours, and by the time I got round to being able to speak again, I wasn't actually able to record the video. It was too late, the lighting wasn't good, and it just didn't work out. But we're back today. When I was a student at university, I used to be part of a live action role-playing group, which is why I've got a large firm sword up there. It's one of those things where you dress up like you're an extra from Lord of the Rings or Gladiator or something like that, and you go and have a fight with foam swords. But they're only foam padding swords. Inside is a carbon fibre core, and that is actually quite hard. So if you don't fight properly, then you can actually get quite hurt. I got hit in the face with a sword while I was at university doing one of these fights. It cracked 2 teeth on this side of my face, and when I slipped and fell to the ground after being hit with the sword, I cracked another tooth on this side, and unfortunately that filling that I had to have there decayed and I had to have it replaced. So that's what that was. Because it's quite a large filling due to the severity of the impact, it meant that it was quite a lot of anaesthetic needed just to numb the entire jaw rather than just one little tooth, which is what they normally do these days. So I ended up not being able to speak for about 5 hours. It's just one of those things. If you fight well, then you're probably going to be alright. But sometimes you slip up. I failed to parry. The person who was fighting against me failed to put his blow quite as well as he should have. And one thing led to another. But that's not what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about today is a much worse kind of mess up than that. So let's just get straight to it. Today we have the story of a Devon school deciding that because a child owed £1.75 on his school lunch, he wasn't allowed a school meal that day, but he didn't tell him while he was in class or before he went for lunch. He didn't tell the parents that he would need to bring a packed lunch that day. They just waited till he was in the school dinner queue and then told him he couldn't have a meal. So he of course burst into tears, because you would. You're hungry, you're tired, you've been at school all that time, and then you're told, oh, you can't have anything to eat because you owe money. That is ridiculous. That is totally unacceptable behaviour. But that's what the school did, because the school apparently is run by dicks. I can't believe that this is a thing that happens. Who thought, oh, we'll wait till the kid's in front of his friends and in the school dinner queue holding a tray waiting for his lunch to tell him that he can't have any. No, that's just inexcusable. For £1.75, good grief, man. And they should have just phoned me and sent them the bloody money. Come on, you can't do that to a child and expect to be taken seriously as a bloody adult, never mind a teacher. Whoever's done this needs to be investigated. Ofsted need to have a look at this person, because surely that kind of emotional abuse just means that you're unfit to be a teacher and to be in charge of children. Ridiculous. So I fully support the parent who has decided that he's no longer going to be a school governor for the school. He's pulled both of his children out of the school. I fully support the school in wanting to get the money that they are owed. I don't think that a parent should be allowed to just run up debts with the school. But for £1.75, come on guys, there are limits on this. And moreover, collecting debts shouldn't be using a child as a weapon. That's just not right. There are other ways to do this, other far more adult ways to deal with problems, especially problems due to a small amount of money. But anyway, that's what I think about this. If you have a difference of opinion, then please do leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear it, because if anyone can work out why this is a good idea and an acceptable way of dealing with debts, I would love to hear it, because I can't think of any. Okay, thank you very much for watching anyway. So if you did like this, remember to click the like button, share it with your friends so they can see what this school has been doing and why it's so bad. And do subscribe for further videos, because there will be more in the future. But until next time, I've been Kirk-Robinson. You've been watching the Knob Mouse Show, and I'll see you tomorrow, because I can speak again.